Selamat welcome! Today we're versing Vynnset, who's a shadow runeblade hero that utilizes the runegate cards, playing them for free if you have enough rune chants. Historically, she's been underperforming due to consistency issues, but she always had the capability of doing a huge snowball turn, both dealing massive damage and disrupting you with her widespread runegate cards. Now, with the addition of Rosetta, she got plenty of new tools that helps with her consistency issues. She got the Machinations of Dominion for Go Again, and it's a 3 block compared to the other non-attack actions that has 2 blocks, and it gives her attack overpower as well, which means it's very likely to hit, and her attacks are massive, coming in for 4, 5, 6, 7. And second, she got Deadwood Dirge, which helps break the 1 rune chant that she gets from her hero ability when banishing a card. Use that to pop it into 3, and then you're off to the races. 3 is all you need for 90% of her runegate attacks, except for the widespread annihilation. Those boost in consistency really helped her to actually be a relevant force in the meta, because previously she just kind of folds to herself a lot of the time. Now, if you let her keep a 4 or 5 card hand, you know for sure you're gonna get rolled. So let's see how Aurora fares into Vynnset in this early meta battle. Okie dokie, now we're up against Vynnset, one of the heroes that people put very high on many tier lists due to the upgrades that she got in form of Dirge Deadwood and Machination of Domination. I'm not really sure if I got the names correct, but it's basically consistency enablers, either by giving Go Again or just good rune chant generation on a Go Again card. Because read the runes, you need to cheat the action point somehow, but with Dirge Deadwood, you can do it immediately and follow it up with an attack right after. Okay, our sideboarding plan is we're going to run Face Purgatory because it's very good. She has very big attacks, so we're going to get the block value from the 3 cards. And stopping her big turns is very important. Like, she might be able to cheat out the non-attack action with her boots, but if the attack is from her hand, this will stop that. The armor, I'm going to go with Dyadic. More blocks on armor means more life that we can work with and send damage back. And we want to be on Warmongers. I'm going to cut 1 Sigil of Lightning. Actually, I'm going to cut 2 Sigils of Lightning because the extra non-attack action in Electrify is fine. If we draw it as our only blue, we pitch it. If we draw it as a second blue, we arsenal it, so we're not affected if it's with Warmongers in the past turn. And if we have extra non-attack actions, we're more reliably doing the Face Purgatory thing. Yeah, that's about it. Let's start right in. This is a great hand if they use up their action point. Because if they don't, like, we play out our CLV and 2 shenanigans. Okay, actually we will pitch with our Lightning Press, and we will block. Actually, let's block full. No, Lightning Greaves being able to block Flail of Agony on demand is better than gaining 1 life here. Feel like it's okay, and we still get to send our CLV out, and we are under no threat because they don't have pitch remaining. This can't be because they can't pay for the Spellbound if this is something like Read the Runes or something, and they can't send the Phantom Wraith out. Yeah, and they're going to lose the life that they gained from Deathly Delight anyhow due to having a Blood Dead card. And starting the game with a CLV is pretty nice. It means that we're technically on a 5-card hand, especially when we start with Burn Up Shock. Like, most people don't really want to play a single arcane to prevent us drawing off of CLV early, because we still have the 3 cards that we can send at them. Them being not Unfazed Purgatory is kind of interesting, but I guess it's defendable as well, because Aurora is not known for having big attacks. She's like more 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 3, swing with weapon for 2. So yeah, they might not see the value of Face Purgatory stopping our turn in the middle. Okay, we want to pitch 1 card at least, so it's probably going to be the Sizzle because it's most likely our lowest value card, but we want to fuse Entwine first because it's our only lightning card here, because if we pitch to the weapon immediately, then our Entwine will not have a card to pair up with. And for me, generally, I'm just going, especially if they're keeping all 5 cards, I'm just going to send everything. Because if I try to Arsenal a 0 for 4 here, I might just lose out the value if they play the Widespread Destruction. Not sure. It's the yellow one that snipes the Arsenal. Yeah, I want to avoid that one. And here's the Static Shock for 5 total. And if this connects, we've basically dealt a 20 damage turn. We maintain our CLV. So even though we're not arsenaling, we're on a potential 5-card hand on our next turn as well. And they're taking everything, which means they can really send the hurt train on us on their next turn. Hopefully we draw a non-attack action so we can just utilize the Face Purgatory to stop them in their tracks. And we do, actually. Okay, Envelope and Darkness. Okay. They have the floating resource, and they have the card in hand if that's the non-attack that like creates rune chance, something like Read the Runes. No, it's something that needs to have Go Again. So what's something that has Go Again and creates 3 rune chants? Let's think here. Is it worth it for us to commit our Face Purgatory right now? Because if we don't draw an attack here, it's kind of scuffed. And they pitched a Succumb. If their hand is another Succumb, then we're in trouble. Let me think for a bit. Let's tell them we're thinking. I mean, this hand can do a lot of damage with Burn Up, and then Gone in a Flash, play Sigil, Weapon, and depending on what we draw, yeah, this might be bait, but man, if it's not, okay, I'm gonna try to get the Face Purgatory value here. Let's see if they respond with boots and stuff. Yes, as expected. The card that they want to play is from their hand, which sucks for us. Ooh, that's not good. This is really bad, actually. Okay. Yeah. Don't think we can do anything about this. Yeah, since we're still at 32 and the on hit, they don't have mauve with it. We already took damage. Might as well. Yeah, for this, we will grasp and starfall. See if we draw. Okay, they are paying, so that's good. Yeah, not drawing an attack really sucks. We're gonna let them crown first before they know what we're trying to do. Okay. This is a very sad day for us. Pitching our third CLV and our old CLV dies. Is this for the one or the... Let's pass on this one. Oh no, that's wrong. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of hard to tell on Talishar, but yeah, you want to keep the one with less counters on them. Bop. And you skip on the second one. Yes. Okay. This hand's much better. We can Gone, EMS, Entwine, fusing with Gone, Rabble, Gone. So for card 16, if we don't get disrupted, that is. Beseech the Demigon is +3. So their Uology is coming in for 7. Yeah. Eloquent Uology is such a good card. It's basically a 1-card 5 in Vynnset. And not only a 1-card 5, it provides value by giving whatchamacallit, the Eloquence token that gives non-attacks go again. They can tunic for boots into something, and then that something has to go again, and then they can attack again, maybe. Yeah, after this turn, we're going to start blocking with our armor. Because if we don't, we might not get the chance to do so, especially when they're sending tons of rune chants and we're on a 4-red hand, which is often due to the number of reds that we are running. Okay, they're gonna get their action point back here from the oh no, they didn't close the chain yet, which is smart, so it doesn't consume the thingamabob. Okay, we're starting off with Gone and Flash. It has Go Again from the embodiment. Now, since we're not using shoes here, we can play the EMS during resolutions and not during reactions. But if you're activating your boots, be sure to use it during resolution so the card actually resolves. Yeah, and you get the Go Again, because if you do it on resolution and you bounce the Gone and Flash back, the only target for the card might not resolve. Not sure, but it says choose. It doesn't say target, so it probably still resolves anyway, and you get the action point. But doing it the other way is just safer. We want to fuse Gone and Flash, which is a card that they know already. If only we had like more instants in this hand. If we drew like Blink instead of Gone in a Flash, we would be in a better spot. But if we want to maximize our damage output, we could swing the sword here, because it really seems like they're trying to keep all 5 and trying to kill us. So even with everything, we're going to put them down to 1. But very important to note, Vexing Quill Hand is their only AB since they're not using Lantern. They're using Bloodied Oval. So if they do fall down to 1, drawing a Burn Up Shock will be lethal. So I think the correct play here is for them to block with their Bloodied Oval and not fall down to 1. Now we need to draw double that. Okay, end of our turn. Our CLV goes away, sadly. And this is a playable hand. Ooh, yeah. That's why we don't Arsenal in this matchup. It's basically due to this card. It just wipes your Arsenal, and we want to send max damage anyhow. If we block out their Rune Chant, their Creepers might die, and they're at 1. This is going to come in for, this is +3, so this is 9. We have 5. We block with a 3, 5, and we block. We can block 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, and then send a 4. Oh no, it's unpreventable. Yeah, since it is unpreventable, let's read the novel that is Spellbound Creepers. Deal arcane damage equal to or greater than the number of bind counters. So yeah, not really any reason to do that, but we do want to use our armor here. Block out because they might close the chain, and we get to double dip on our armor in a single turn. Hopefully with their 3 cards left, they can't threaten 11, so we can threaten our own. Oof. What's this? Revel plus they can't flail anymore. How did they banish a thing? Ah, that's very, very smart. Widespread Destruction applies to both heroes, and since they lost life that turn, it will also banish their arsenal, which they had Deathly Wail in. Very neat, very interesting interaction. And when this chain closes, they'll create 2 more rune chants, and they'll swing with Flail. So this is for 4, go down to 3, and then 2 rune chants plus Flail. Oh, they can no longer Flail. They're at 1. Yeah, blocking with Grasp. I mean, we can block it out fully with Shockwave, but no reason to. We already lost a life anyhow. Okay, and no action point. Cool, so we get to come in for 4 into, yep. Blink gives us go again and an action point, so we get 2 action points, so we can play both. So we're gonna start off with Arcanic first because we want to fuse, and we haven't dealt damage yet, so Second Strike is not doing its thing. But this is for 1 and 4, which is tough to deal with. They need a card plus Tunic, and then this is going to be 3. So we're stripping their hand, and they can't do anything back to us, assuming that it's a 3 block. It could be a 2 block. Ooh, that's the new card I was talking about, Machinations of Dominion, which is basically a better blue mauve because it gives your stuff overpower, which for Vynnset is very relevant because she has huge attacks. This hand is pee-pee poo-poo, but c'est la vie. Again, start with Flittering, and then we're going to use Blink, get 2 action points, and activating Grass plus Starfall should take care of the other 2 cards in their hand, and Current Funnel should be able to finish off the job. So yeah, no cards left in hand. We send the Current Funnel for the W. Awesome. Yeah. Post-game analysis. So yeah, Vynnset's very powerful. I felt like they never really had a super huge pop-off turn. It was sort of only medium when they had the widespread, the yellow one. What's it called? I keep forgetting. Widespread destruction into sadly a blue Deathly Well from them. So it was what, a 3. This was buffed by an Envelope in Darkness. So this was a 12, 3 arcane, and 9 physical into, they created rune chants with Revel, if I'm not mistaken. So it was another 4 into 4. So a 20-point turn that created another 2 rune chants at the backhand. So it was, don't get me wrong, it's still very good, but not like Vynnset high roll you kind of good. Because imagine if instead of widespread destruction, it was a widespread annihilation. So it would not allow us to just like take everything and send it back, because it will eat a card from our hand. And if the Deathly Will was a red, and they can like pair it up with another source of go again, and then creating the 2 rune chants, and they have like something else in banish, probably a 2 cost, something like Deathly Delight or the vanilla one, the Phantom Wraith. You can see like how Vynnset can chain multiple rune gate attacks now with the combination of the new cards running Rainbow Deathly Whales and great sources of go again and rune generation. But yeah, just aggroing them down hopefully is enough. And we also have Warmongers, so when they're really taking the damage and you have Warmongers, you can go pop, 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 attack, 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 and then end on the Warmongers after they already took all the damage. So it's very reminiscent of playing Ninja. So you don't have to like just play Warmongers as is. You can attack with all your go again attacks first, and then end on the Warmongers. And that should be able to steal the tempo, or at least really put your opposing Vynnset on the back foot, even if they get the pop-off combo that they're looking for, which could be upwards of 30 damage, because even with how it panned out previously, it was still 20 damage with an extra 2 rune chants on the backhand. If they had a source of go again for the Deathly Well, and the Deathly Well was red, and then they could send an extra Phantom Wraith there, that's an extra 8 damage at least. So for a very simple turn, could turn into a 28-point turn plus Arsenal Disruption if you've Arsenaled. So yeah, don't feel like you need to Arsenal in this matchup. They don't have like great blocks. Their armor is kind of thin. They don't really want to block with Creepers early. They don't really want to block with Tunic early. The only armor piece they're happy to give is their Crown and their Bloodied Oval if they're running that over the Arcane Lantern. But yeah, having Vex Single Hand makes people want to run this for the extra armor instead. But other than that 3 armor, they also have a bunch of 2 blocks in the deck, such as Envelope and Mauve. So you don't need to bank up a 5 card hand to push through damage, to push through your on hits. You can do it with a regular 4 card hand with enough breakpoints, lightning presses, awkward weaving in of Starfalls here and there should get you there. Yeah, that's enough rambling for now. That's it for today's video. Hope you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That is the best free way you can get free Flesh and Blood content straight to your YouTube video feed and support me while doing so. That's it for today. I've been Masbule Mayan, and as always, sampai goodbye.